They were supposed to die there together, and honestly, no one would have been surprised if they did. You could count every bone in Leo's body, and somehow he was still standing. Not strong or steady, just barely there, like something the world had already given up on. And right beside him, as if he had never left even for a second, was Lou. Same farm, same past, the kind of quiet pain that only comes from being forgotten for too long. They weren't just starving horses. They were workhorses once, the kind that gave everything until one day they weren't needed anymore, and were simply left behind without a single goodbye. By the time anyone found them, Leo was the worst. His body was already shutting down, with a condition score of 2, the kind that makes you wonder not how to fix him, but whether he'll even make it through the night. And yet, through all of that, he was never alone. Because Lou stayed. He stayed when there was no food, stayed when Leo could barely stand, stayed like somehow his presence alone was holding Leo together. When rescue finally came, it wasn't dramatic or loud. It was careful, quiet, almost fragile, like everyone knew this could fall apart at any moment. They fed them slowly, patiently, letting their bodies relearn what it meant to survive. And for a moment, it felt like things might turn around, until Leo started struggling to stand. That was when everything got real. Because saving a life doesn't always look like progress. Sometimes it looks like watching something break before it heals. But they refused to give up on him. They searched for anything that could help him rebuild not just weight, but strength. And that's when water treadmill therapy came in. Something gentle, but powerful enough to give him a second chance. At first, every step was unsure, like his body didn't trust itself anymore. But day by day, something changed. Muscles slowly returned, strength followed, and then one day, it wasn't just effort anymore, it was excitement. 3 months later, he had gained 300 pounds, and somehow, he knew exactly where he was going every time he walked into those sessions. Like a part of him remembered what it felt like to be alive. But the part that stays with you isn't just his recovery. It's what waited for him every time he came back. Because Lou was always there, greeting him with soft knickers, like quiet little "you made it back" moments. And maybe that sounds small, but when you've been through everything they've been through, it means everything. Now, when you look at them, it's almost impossible to believe this is where they started. They're stronger, brighter, alive again. But if you watch closely, you'll still see it, that bond, that silent promise they made in their darkest days, that no matter what happens, they wouldn't leave each other. And honestly, I don't think Leo would have made it without Lou. Because sometimes healing isn't just about food or therapy or time. Sometimes it's about having someone who stays when everything else is gone. So what do you think? Was it the care that saved Leo, or was it Lou who carried him through it? And if this story made you feel something, don't just scroll past it. There are more stories like this, and some of them are still waiting to be told.